Hey guys, my name's Pete, an online marketer out of San Diego. Work out of my house right here, and I work my own hours. I'm like 3 blocks from the beach, and I love what I do. I think I'm one of the few lucky people who is able to find out truly what he loves to do at a really early age. And I'm making this video to talk about, because I'm such an egotistical jerk, talk about how I feel like I found it, and hopefully share with you guys a mindset or a way of thinking that I don't feel like a lot of people do anymore, that our society made us really hasn't do. And this is just my opinion, and I feel like hopefully this information will help you find exactly what you want to do when you're older. What do you want to do? What do you love? How do you find what you love? About my story, it all started in high school. When they ask you that famous question, what do you want to do when you're older? What do you want to do when you grow up? You're only 18 now. I was only 18 then. You die when you're like in the 80s now. Oh my gosh, what do I want to do the rest of my life? How are you supposed to find a question like that, especially at a young age when you don't have a lot of experience looking for it? And that I was really just obsessed with that question and finding the answer to that. And people always said, do what you love, right? Do what you love, then you'll be happy with what you do. How the heck do you find what you love? Come on, it's not easy. It's not like you just figure out what you love, but you start with what you love now. Ask yourself that question. What do you want to do when you're older? What comes to mind? Lawyer? Doctor? I want to work on cars all day. I love cars. Is that what you want to do? To me, it's just, whenever someone asks you, what do you want to do? The first thing they think about is a job, right? Is that the first thing that came to mind? When I ask a lot of people, what do you want to do when you're older? The first thing that they always say, or what comes to mind, is, a job. Like a job is the only answer. Like, out of the entire time people have been alive, they've never been able to figure out how you can not work every day for the rest of your life. What do you want? I'll tell you what I want. I don't want to work every day for the rest of my life. I want to be able to travel. I want to be financially free. I want to do the things that I love and not maybe have money be an issue, or not being tied down to a work in a certain area be an issue. I want to be able to work from my home. I want to be able to travel. I want to work when I want. I want to be, like I said, financially free. That's what I want. But I didn't know that back then. So I started out with that thought, just do what you love. All right, I'll take your advice, Mr. Teacher, I'll take your advice and I'll go do what I love. When I graduated high school, I was really into downhill skateboarding. So I said, all right, downhill skateboarding it is. I love that stuff. I love the feel. So I got a job at one of the biggest online skate shops in the world. It was SoCal Skate Shop. They're awesome. I eventually got sponsored, and I was traveling. I got to go to Canada, and I got to travel and start doing the stuff that I knew I wanted to do. Have a blast, live a fun life. And then it was all great, but the problem was, I was sleeping on my friend's floor in their living room on the floor, working at a skate shop, doing what I love. But I was traveling. That was cool. The problem was when I looked at the people who were where I was going to be. Downhill skateboarding is not a huge sport. There's not really a lot of money in it. So if you're going to go pro and really take it as along the way, either you start a skate company when you're done, or you work in the industry. Younger guys are just going to, that's how it works. Younger guys come up and the old guys get phased out. What are you going to do when that happens? So, and the other problem is they're such incredible skaters. They have all this skill and they're traveling and they just sleep on the floor everywhere they go. Just incredible talent, but that's where they're at right now. Is it ever going to get... So I looked at that and I go, well, I want to do all this stuff, but I don't want to sleep on the floor and travel. I don't want to be limited to the events I can go to by my sponsor. I want to go to all the events. I want to be happy when I go there and just be able to get a room, and be able to fly around and enjoy traveling. So I realized, okay, that's what I want to do. What do I have to do to get there? What do I have to do to make sure I can skateboard all the time. That's what I thought about. And I realized, okay, I'm going to need to work my own hours. I'm going to be able to travel and work, not be a problem. And I want to be able to make a decent amount of money. So what did I do? I quit the skate shop and I moved back in with my parents. When I graduated in Orange County, they moved up to Lake Arrowhead, and I stayed down in Orange County. So I moved back up to Arrowhead and locked myself in their basement. Where I got the luckiest in my life was that my parents started a website design online marketing company back in 2001. So I started working with them. And what happened was I focused full time and just blocked out everything and just did online marketing for an entire year. Locked myself in the basement to learn this stuff. And the craziest thing happened was I didn't necessarily like doing this stuff because I wanted to go skateboard. I thought about skateboarding all day. And I did this because I could see that it was getting me towards skateboarding. And the weirdest thing happened. I started liking online marketing. I started enjoying online marketing. I never thought I really liked this stuff, but when I would do it, and I could see how if I kept doing this for a while and got good at this, how I could travel and skateboard full time, how I could do all these things full time, things that I never thought I'd be able to do. So, it's been like 2 years now, and I'm absolutely in love with what this is doing to me. And to be honest, I've fallen in love with online marketing and learning business just as much as I did downhill skateboarding. And I think the reason why, and I think this is the main point I'm trying to get, is that I love doing this stuff because I can see myself, I can see what I'm learning and what I'm creating, what I'm doing, being where I want to be when I'm older. If you don't know, think about what is the best possible situation your life would be like if you were able to choose. Would you be totally rich? Would you be totally able to travel? What would you do? There's people who have already done it. Go and find them. There's people who are in your exact, who live your dream life right now. Go and find them. Figure out what they do. One of my guys, his name is Tim Ferriss. He's like 30 something. He works 4 hours. He wrote the book 4 Hour Work Week. He works 4 hours a week. He travels and just has the best time of his life. Makes about 40 grand a month working 4 hours a week. That's how he set up his life. And you can too. And to me, being a doctor or a lawyer is just, I learn all this incredible information, but I just get stuck in these 40-hour jobs, and I just didn't want that. So to find out what you really love, find out what you want. What do you want your life to be like? And once you've realized that, I don't want to be a plumber my whole life. What do you want your life to be like? And when you figure that out, then you figure out what to do to make it happen. And really, this is my opinion, whatever you find that fulfills those goals. If I stand on a street corner and I can see how the street corner is going to make me a lot of money and make me able to travel, then I'm going to love standing on the street corner. If I hate going to see chick flicks with girls, but I know after I see that movie, we're going to make out at the end because I watched the chick flick, then I'm going to love chick flicks. Find out what you love and then figure out what it takes to get there. And if you want to learn really fast, go find someone who's already there. You don't have to reinvent the wheel, my friend. People have already done it. Figure out what they did. It's the best advice you'll ever have. It's just, for the people who are where you want to be, ask them, what did you do? For the people who aren't where you want to be, what did you do? Because I'll know not to do that. If you want to find what you love, start by figuring out what you want. Whether it's a job, whether it's online marketing, whatever. I'm going to start doing more things on this channel. If you liked what I said, subscribe, because I'm going to start bringing you guys a lot more content like this. I hope you like it. Let me know how you feel in the comment section below, and give me a thumbs up if you liked it, and if you don't like me at all or totally disagree, then I'm sorry. Sorry I ruined your day. Thanks for watching, guys.